I'm a firm believer in if you really want it, if you really want it and you give, then it'll come together. Because if you don't give, if you don't do things for other people, you're wasting your time. If I live my whole life for me, there's no progression. I could die. I could die tomorrow. It's just no reason if it's not affecting someone else. So movie making is affecting others, as well as doing things for other people. But the best thing I can say to anybody is give to someone else.
I just want to keep it simple. I don't want any makeup. I don't want any fancy graphics. I just want to sit down and have a personal conversation about acting.
So I moved to Atlanta in 2011, and I started working with my dad in the warehouse. He's a manager, so he gets the people. I worked in the warehouse. Every week, this is honest to God, every single week, I would climb to the top of ladders and say a speech out to the crowd. But it was a visual thing. I would visually see how the Dolby Theater set up in my head. Like I watch movies, watch Oscars, watch how it set up, then dream about it every night, and then like climb there every week and look at it and see the people out there, so I can identify who that is. Oh, that's Oprah right there. That's this person. That's that person. That's that person. Right. So doing that every week, it came. I think it was a few weeks before. Maybe like I don't know. It was probably early January, and I saw I was scrolling down a website about movies or something like that, and it said competition for Oscars. I was like, for Academy Awards. I was like, what is this? I clicked it. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I went over it. I went over it, and then my computer went down. I went back, and then the page went back to the previous page, and it was stuck on that piece. So I clicked it, and then when I clicked it, it said the rules. I was like, okay, cool. Let's just do it for fun. Like the competition was make a movie about the best piece of advice you ever got.
Where I come from, this is where most of us start. And this is where we end up. The best advice I've been given is our greatest enemy is the enemy within. The enemy in a me. The real challenge of growth comes when you get knocked down. And if I'm my own worst enemy, then I'm the only one who can stop me.
So I thought, what's the best piece of advice I've ever gotten from myself, like in my head? Because my mom used to say, you got pride. You got issue with pride, son, it's going to kill you. It'll kill you. The Bible says, step by pride. My daddy says, step by pride. And someone said, the greatest enemy we have is the enemy inside of ourselves. The enemy in a me. So from that point, I realized like my greatest enemy was this other thing in my head that was believing that he's bigger than everybody else or everything else. We turned it in January 26th on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. They said my name with like 5 other winners. We went crazy. Oh my God. They flew me out to the Oscars. I was there for a week. And they kind of, they took me to different studios and stuff like that. I met a lot of different people. And then just we did rehearsals every day. Had us up early, went to bed, sleep late. And it was just...
it was surreal, I'm sure.
Was it surreal?
It was crazy. I'm a firm believer in anything is possible. Just the basic, like a lot of people look over basic phrases, like you could do anything, and I just feel like that's very powerful. And my mom never said you couldn't do anything. My dad never said you can't be what you want to be. Nobody ever told me that I couldn't be it. So it was always instilled that I could do it. And it was like a self thing, I could do it. And I'm a Christian, so it's like in the book I win regardless, biblical. Like the thing is, growing up where I grew up, I learned a lot. So like growing up in a neighborhood where there isn't as much, where I didn't have the opportunity I didn't eat every day sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So like doing things like that and experiencing things around you, it taught me how to live in this, how to maneuver through things. So if somebody wants you to do this, where you have to, in a scene, they want you to say this, and that, or act like this, I could easily say no for money because I've already learned a lesson here that applies to here. Wow. Yeah. So that's why I learned that everything is strategic and how we're made and how we are given the trials we are throughout our life. And I feel like even with acting the whole, LA is, they talk about cocaine and drugs and casting couches and stuff like that, which all that stuff is very much true. Yeah. It's very much true. Like it's very much true. Yeah. Celebrities, they will do some stuff right in front of you. What I'm saying? Like there's nothing to it. But I mean, you just have to know who you are.
I always win, Patrick. This is my time now. It's my time. Yeah. My time.
I don't believe in you anymore. You're not.
When I was in elementary school, my teacher came in the classroom and said, "We're gonna do a play. We're doing a play." And everybody said, she said, "Who wants to be in a play?" Everybody was like, me. I said, "Nobody want to be in no play. Nobody wants to be in a play." She said, "You're gonna be in a play." And she made me do the play, and I was the lead of the play, and just learning from there, you know, what it is. Just because character, like acting is, I'm not gonna say you have to have character, but it helps. You know, when you have something. And I just feel like doing that, and then later on I did like some stuff in middle school where I just played around. And I didn't even do it too much in high school. But when I came here and I started going to acting class, and I learned about the craft and how serious it is. That's not just, you know, me going up there just saying, "Hey baby, what's going on?" You know, just faking around. Like how fun it is, and how much you get to put yourself into it, and you're accepted by that. Like I feel like as a basketball player, if somebody can shoot, like other basketball players are going to accept them. So I feel like everybody has to find that thing that they're accepted as, if that makes sense. You know, I mean, I can see myself doing it, but Hollywood won't see it. You know, they just not unless you show them. Because like as actors, like actors want to be given everything. It's like, okay, I'm gonna audition here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go do this person movie, that person movie, that person movie. But to me, it's like I can audition. They'll see me doing an audition. The casting director, "Oh, that's Patrick. Cool. He'll do his thing." Then I can go and do my own movie. Get my own group of people to watch it, and they see me play this. So if I'm really good, then the casting directors may not see how good I am until I make it myself. The ultimate goal, I want to make Universal films that have. I want to create a whole new genre. I'm gonna say that's my goal now. Because my ultimate goal is accomplished. Like I wanted to go to the Oscars, I did it. Okay. You know, that was like my, oh my God. I want to win an Oscar, of course, but now it's just not as.
Well, you did win an Oscar.
Yeah. But just to take that gold trophy home, I wanted to get a trophy. You know, it's that. It was right there in my head too.
You wanted that.
I want that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But just the like, cause everybody says every story's been told, and it's been told different ways. I just don't believe it. My mind just will not let me believe that everything has been told, that every story, that some man broke it up into sciences and said, this has been made, this has been made, we can only do love, it has to be something else. Yeah. So as Einstein went and found something brand new, I'm looking to find something brand new. Like Steve Jobs went and did something brand new. I'm looking in film to find that brand new piece, you know. So every movie like I make is very much derived off of like thoughts and human connection. So if we're talking and you say, I love flowers, and then it connects in my head about flowers, the phrase, the sentence, I love flowers, would be what the movie's about overall, but I try to mix it in to make it where, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but everything's just off of human connection, so other humans can relate to it. Right. You know, because if somebody make a Civil War movie, the boy in the hood won't be able to understand it. He'll like it because it's shooting in it, but he won't be able to understand it. But if you make a movie about love or how much you love someone or something that's human, that every human can understand, it would do better as far as everyone getting it, you know?
Right.
A homeless dude who saves a kid that he sees being human trafficked or whatever. And you know, he saves him, he runs, and then he comes back into an altercation with the guy whose kid it was, and he gives the kid back. And then the story is like, in the beginning we see where, like how he got where he was, like his...
The symbolism of the necklace.
Right, the necklace, yeah. It was his foster mom gave him the necklace. And, you know, he lived his life, he kept the necklace, and he gave it back to the same kid. So he went to the foster mom. She could look at it and say, that's that kid, because that necklace is one of a kind. You know, so that way he could be brought in. And it's almost him coming back home in a way. Right. The movie, it's almost a circle effect, he comes back. Right.
I've enjoyed it. Amen.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff, brother.
Hey, you guys are the best, man.
Man, I love you. Killed it, bro.